Next is the pylorus of the stomach. Pylorus of the stomach, two things are different from the fundus. That is the depth of the pit. Pit will be about 2/3 of the mucosa. Mucosa 2/3. So pit is 2/3. Then instead of the branched tubular fundic glands, you can see here it is branched mucosal glands. The glands are mucosal. So the pyloric glands are mucosal glands. So pyloric gland. These are the two important differences. But the muscularis externa is the same. So I am not drawing the muscularis externa here. Only I am drawing the mucosa and that part only. So concentrate there. That is the essential feature you can see there. So when you draw the pit, they are very deep. So the pit should be about 2/3. So draw the pit like this, very deep pit. And the cells line the pit is same. That is the tall, columnar, compactly arranged cells you can see. And they are eosinophilic. So you can stain the cytoplasm with this pink color, that you can do later. Then you can see that the rest of the mucosa, the lamina propria, we can see the typical mucus gland. Some of the gland can see that is directly entering into the pit like this. So we can see there is a small duct here and the typical tall columnar cells of the mucus gland that is present. And they are very lightly stained. Cell ഉണ്ടെന്നുള്ളൊരു തോന്നൽ മാത്രമേ കാണത്തുള്ളൂ. You can see that it is just like this. You can see. Then put the typical mucus gland throughout the lamina propria like this mucosa. You can see the cross sections of the mucus gland. And mucus gland, either you can draw individual columnar cells separately, or you can roughly draw the lumen like this, and then you can mark the columnar cells. So you can then mark the columnar cells. This is more easy. So put the mucosal glands. So like this you can draw different cross sections of the mucosal gland. Then on putting the nucleus, you can see that I already said that these are typical elongated nuclei that you can draw. And when we are putting the nuclei of this mucosal gland, they are horizontally placed. So that you have to remember. These are horizontally placed nuclei. So you put like this. And now we have to draw the muscularis mucosa. The muscularis mucosa. Muscularis mucosa is same as that of the pyloric region, fundus. Fundus, just like that you can draw the muscularis mucosa. And here also we can see some extensions of the muscle into the intervening spaces of the glandular tissue. Along with that, we can see the connective tissue will be also present here. That also extend into the core, that is between the pits. You can see the connective tissue. Then we can see the mucosa as same as that of the fundic region. Small arterioles you can see. Then the muscularis mucosa is same, that is the oblique layer is present. Muscularis mucosa and muscularis externe, that is having the oblique layer, so obliquely placed smooth muscle cells you can see. Then a circular layer, all are same repetition you can see, circular, then longitudinal bundle. And here also you can see the large arteries that supplies the stomach. And covering all this, you can see there will be the mesothelium, the peritoneum that contains the mesothelial cells. So you can see this is the pit which is deep. It is deep. Then the mucosal glands of the pylorus, the pyloric glands, and we can see the muscularis mucosa. Then submucosa, then muscularis externa.